What's going on, guys? Got a little project today. I was going to do this as a more of a full-on how-to, but it's going to be a kind of join me along the way type of how-to. Got my little display case, which actually needs a little bit of work. It's not really a display case, you know what I mean. But got my old Dell Dimension, one of my first builds way back when I was the youngin', and it's mostly just a showpiece up here. On top of my bookshelf here, but I want to do a little extra, do a little step that I'm getting ready to do to a couple things up here on this entertainment center. So this is the first step, and we're going to be incorporating some lighting, and this is a cool thing, or an easy thing to do if you have an old rig that you want to display that is windowed. If it had LED lighting, or like this one, since it's so old, has cold cathode lighting, or if you want to add lighting to it just to make it a display piece, very easy to do. And yeah, we'll get right into it. I'm going to get this thing down and get started. Right, so, got the cover off. Been a while since I've had this thing opened up. Bit of a mess down in here, and found out some of the old double-sided tape is unstuck. But for the quick project, all you're going to need, excuse the shadows, some crimp connectors, or you can use solder. I'm being lazy. 12 volt AC to DC power adapter. Mine already has a cut end. You could go fancy and actually do up a plug, so you could actually just plug a DC adapter into the back. I've got double-sided tape so I can re-adhere the cold cathodes, and an old power supply that's dead that I'm going to harvest a Molex connector off of, and just use that to plug up, so we can just do easy 1, 2, and go. So I'm going to cut away for a second, and that is my chair squeaking, not me crapping myself, just saying. And I'm going to make a quick adapter plug and go from there. So, cut back in a second. Alright, all connected up. AC to DC inverter. Use the crimps with electrical tape. I would definitely recommend using heat shrink, but didn't have any at the time, and this is just a little side project. This thing's not going to be turned on very often. Just be sure, positive always to your yellow connector for Molex, and black obviously for your negative. And I could have removed that, but I don't have my pin removal tool. I don't have any of my normal stuff. So I have that all done, have some of this stuff double-sided back in, rerouted the power cable from up in this little corner here, and I'm going to be rerouting it down to the base and then stickying it, double-sided sticky taping it to the bottom so it's out of sight. So I'm going to get some power, and we'll juice this thing up and finish it up. So quick and easy, should be done in just a second. So we're all plugged in, got it plugged in over there. I was about to show a mess of a room, but I do not want to. See if I can do this one-handed. And bada boom. Cold cathodes are all working. Have one up in the top, the back, the bottom, and there's actually one up in the grill. Let's see if that'll focus. Old Pentium 4, Windows XP. So, yep, just going to do some tidy up. We're going to route this right out the back. It's actually missing one of the panel supports back here. Good thing about doing it this way, it actually will leave, these are the old switches for the cold cathodes, so these will assumably still work, actually. Let me check that. I could have done it that way. Yep. So, one does the top and the grill, and two does the interior. Awesome. Alright, let me route this through, get the front panel back on, and we should be all done. And there we go. Back up on its pedestal. Still needs to be aligned a little bit. And looking much, much better. Here's a little effect. Lights off. Adds a nice little touch to the shelf. I'm going to be working my way down, adding some different effects, different things on here, and reorganizing and getting things set up. So, that's the first step right there. Just getting my old first build Dimension up and going as a nice little centerpiece. Nice and lit up there. So I guess thanks for joining me for this little sort of how-to, sort of just messing around, tinkering on leftover projects. And until next time, guys, later.